Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment, I want to get this right, is Molly Bliss. Molly,
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you said this is your first time doing something like this. Are you nervous? Don't worry about it.
I am a little nervous, I won't lie.
I'm going to put you on the spot a lot. But we're talking about something, humor aside. Well, you can't put humor aside because what we're talking about is really a joke. No, but we're talking about the recall of Gavin Newsom.
Correct.
And, all right, Molly, I'm going to let you give me the history of how this recall came about.
Well, actually, Erin Cruz has been working on this for several months, and so she got the green light from the Secretary of State at the beginning of September. So
Be still in my heart, the Secretary of the State of California. That must have hurt.
I know,
time. Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
And so anyway, it's a grassroots effort, and we've been boots on the ground ever since. So we've been having recall signing rallies, and we've been getting businesses on board because all the gun shops are clamoring, how do we get the petitions? Because he signed 15 anti-gun laws in 1 week.
And I personally believe that I'm sure that they're being challenged in court, and I believe most, if not all of them, won't stand up to a challenge. The state of California has swung hard to the Democrat Party, no doubt about it. It's impossible for someone to even get elected at the governor level, and some of those, even getting people into the Assembly and into the Senate that are Republicans is nigh impossible anymore for various reasons. And we can talk about that in another show. But, to rule over the state as if it's your personal fiefdom, to enforce your personal whims and biases and stuff without representing the will of the people. Granted, Democrats voted Democrats in. Elections have consequences, but the governor is the governor of the entire state. And that means a lot of people that, unfortunately, some of those people didn't even go out and vote, and maybe they'll learn a lesson this time, but, there's a lot of people that he is disenfranchised. And my own personal beef, if I can rant for just a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact that the governor and the state legislature has enacted the sanctuary state, you have effectively been disenfranchised from your federal rights by the state of California when they do something like that, and you have now lost certain protections, and that's just wrong. Okay, so yeah, I'm on board. Talk to me more about it. How's it going?
It's going great. I just turned in for Fresno County on Monday 1,575 signatures.
Awesome.
And yesterday close to 2,000.
Okay.
And we have another big rally this Saturday if anyone wants to come out.
Where at?
It's on the northeast corner of Palm and Herndon from 10:30 to 2:30.
And that's this Saturday. That would be November 2nd?
November the 2nd,
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
Again, what time?
From 10:30 to 2:30.
10:30 to 2:30 at the corner of Palm and what?
Herndon.
Palm and Herndon. Get yourself out there. It's time to, if you've been a couch sitter, it's time to get out and participate. We have, fortunately, and from our area, we have a representative in Washington, D.C. by the name of Gavin Newsom, who's done some really good stuff for the conservative, believing people in the country. We have those people that are here that are from our area that can replace people in the state legislature and the governor's mansion that can represent the state's population rather than their own personal biases. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on a rant. I'd like to see him. I mean, he might be a really nice guy, but he doesn't need to be in the governor's mansion in the state of California. He likes to look good.
He's actually not even in the governor's mansion. They renovated the governor's mansion.
Oh, no.
And spent millions of dollars doing it, but he doesn't live in the governor's mansion. So there's more wasted money, but don't even get me started because we can go into the high-speed rail and
Well, yeah, that's going to get us from Fresno to Bakersfield in, 30 minutes less. When you figure the time you park your car, get on the train, get there, get off the train, what do you save, a half hour, maybe? I mean,
Well,
it's
here's my thing. We already have a train.
Yep.
It's called Amtrak. So I don't even know if we're even going to have anything feasible to ride on even in 10 years. And I actually went and saw him spoke before he got elected.
Mm-hmm.
And he told everybody, because they asked, because back then it was supposed to go from the Bay Area to Los Angeles. And he said, oh, yeah, I'm still going through with it. And as soon as he got elected, a month or two later, he pulled the plug and said, it's not feasible. And we're only going to have to do like half of it.
Well, that's because Jerry Brown spent the money somewhere else, obviously. But we're going to have a higher gas tax so that you can pay more for your gas. He was...
Do you know the gas tax actually, if you read SB 1, it says in there the money goes to the highest priority transportation need. So they're diverting it to the high-speed rail. And now it's basically become a slush fund for him.
Pretty much.
And they're going to raise gas prices again. I don't know if you've heard in January.
No, I haven't heard that, but I'm not surprised. But I did hear him. He came out publicly, and he couldn't understand why California gas prices are so high compared to the... Governor, take a look at the money that the state pulls off a gallon of gas, and there's the answer to your question. And, for someone in his position to be that ill-informed, he really does. He needs to move on.
Yeah, he actually supported the gas tax.
Oh, yeah.
And he's wondering, he wants to assemble a committee to look into why the gas prices are so high when he actually was supportive.
Wait a second. A committee. Well, we're going to have to pay for that committee. Where does that money come from? Well, it comes from the legislature. Well, where do they get that money? Oh, they get it through taxes. And through all this, what they're doing, except for maybe the people that live in Silicon Valley and the people that live in Brentwood down south, people of any substance, financial substance, they're bailing on the state. They're leaving. Our tax base is going to be either extreme poverty, which you're not going to get any money from there, Governor, and extreme wealth. And they're going to complain if you take their money to support the homeless people that are living outside the gates that are privately guarded to the areas where they live, where the rest of people can't get in. It's just,
Do you know when Newsom was the mayor of San Francisco,
Yeah.
he told the San Francisco Chronicle on June 30th, 2004, within 10 years, he would almost eradicate the homelessness in San Francisco. Well, that would have been 2014, and the last time I checked, the homelessness has not gotten any better. And now he's in charge of our state. I mean, I can't believe it. He couldn't even control it in his own city, and they elected him in charge of the state.
Well, those that elected him, he got money from the large Democrat donors, and his opposition wasn't that well funded. And the liberal political machine in the state of California, they right now they kind of own the politics here. And it takes people like you, Molly, and your friends, and not only getting out a recall vote, but getting out and being feet on the grounds, for the upcoming elections. And it's time to maybe swing the state back the other way and get some people that have some common sense back into government. Because, my heart goes out to, people that come here from south of the border. However, we need strong borders, and we can't afford to open up our state coffers to give them free medical care when those people that live on the street, those homeless people, they can't get it.
I know.
People that are citizens here that are in the poverty level, they can't get it. And it's wrong. And it's time that we do something. I think the recall should be not the end all. It should be the firing shot in an ongoing revolution within the state of California to bring about change. So thank you very much for doing
Well,
that.
thank you.
Do you got a pen or a pencil? I will sign on air. Hold on. No, I don't. You got one?
I don't,
All right.
but we can.
There we go. This is it.
All right.
All right.
We actually have a sample one here,
Okay.
and we just have
Now,
you.
that's good because someone, listen, if I can remember my name past this
Yeah,
morning,
we
I'm
line
good.
it up,
Okay.
and this is how
This is how
you
okay.
fill it out.
So I can do this.
Yes.
Catch this, folks. If you get the opportunity, do it.
And we've actually met our goal for Fresno, Madera, Placer counties. Several counties have already met their goal within about the first month. So we just have to keep plugging away because we need 1.5 million signatures overall. Erin Cruz is the proponent of the effort. She would really like to get 2 million in case some of the signatures get thrown out by the Secretary of State. But if anyone at home can go to ranaf.org and it'll say get petition here, and you're going to click on the little blue link that says yes, and you need to print it out on a legal size form. And then you can mail it to 8690 Arrow Drive, Suite 115 to 304, San Diego, California, 92123. And that'll get it to Erin, and she'll get it to the appropriate counties so we can get them turned in.
Very good. Molly, thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you.
You can come on back and we'll talk more about it as things unfold.
All righty.
All right? It's awesome.
Yeah, our last one we had was on, we had a big one on September the 28th, and we had 650 people sign in 4 hours.
There you go, folks. Time to get out there and get it done. And I'll see you when we come back.
Thank you so much.
Loose the faith.